What's up, guys? I get a lot of questions on, hey, does your Palehorse mold suck with retention on the TLR1 mold? Answer is yeah, most of the time. I have a handful of molds, as you can see, there where Palehorse, anything TLR1, sometimes it works amazing, sometimes it doesn't work at all. Sometimes it just hangs up, sometimes there's nothing. I have found the cure. Now, I'm going to share that with you because knowledge is power, and the more you know, do with it what you please. Now, so the reason why he does it behind, I should probably grab the flashlight. This is a PL3, not a TLR1, because my TLR1 is over here. All right, so the reason is that he puts the retention right here, right, is because the TLR1 HL and the regular TLR1, the bezel size is different. So if he puts the retention anywhere other than right here, it's going to just come right out. It's not going to hold. So that is the reason. Now, I don't offer holsters for the regular TLR1. I only offer them for the HL. So that's the reason why I modified my stuff. Now, I'm going to explain what I did and somewhat show you, but I've already done it, and I proved the process on some old molds. So I will tell you that. So if you look, poop. When you have a trash bin right next to your bench, make sure you don't have any loose pieces. It just fell out of my TLR1. Anyways, if you look closely, you can see I have shave marks right here. I'm going to explain to you what I did. Now here is a Glock 19 with TLR1. I've done some modifications to it, yada, yada, yada. Not the point of this video. So take 0.06 or 0.08 if you want, but I use 0.06 for R&D, and just vacuum it down as you normally would, okay? At that point, take it and cut out where the TLR1s are, okay, on both of them. So that's what I did. Take your flashlight, put it where it should be, and drill a hole. If you can see this, there's a hole right there, and that corresponds with these marks right here. So what I did is I pretty much clamped it in and drilled a hole from the inside like this, using the bezel as a guide for the drill bit. Okay, let's see here, like so. There we go. And just zinged it, and bam, there we go. And then I took a larger drill bit and I made the hole bigger. Now, repeat this for both sides, and then you're gonna get these two little universal tools right here. You could cut them shorter if you want. This is all you need, and this works for me right now. Then you're gonna take your Palehorse mold, you're gonna put it right on it, right? And then you're gonna mark it with a marker, and then you're gonna take a Dremel and then slightly cut a dimple, just like this. Now that dimple will cause the Kydex to wrap around underneath right here, and that's where you're gonna get your retention when you're making any taco style holster off a Palehorse mold with TLR7 light. I mean TLR1 HL, sorry. So there's that one. Real easy to do. Another one is if you have an old TLR7 style, older as in last year because he's recently revamped his molds. What I have done is I've taken like 4 or 5 layers of tape and I've put it right here to bump it out a little bit. And then I completely blocked off the retention spot for behind the mount on the, if you're looking at it, right side. Okay. And thus only leaving this dimple right here and just a little bit of a dimple underneath, and this mold is perfect. I have dialed it in. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's 4 or 5 pieces of tape on each side, and this is good as it sits. And that is pretty much it. There's ways to work around everything. There's ways to figure it out. As long as you have the time, you could sit there and dial in each and every one of your molds. Those are now dialed in, especially for my TLR1 HL. And like I said, not all of the molds are bad. There's some that are perfect out of the box, and there's some that I need to modify ever so slightly. And that's how I do it for the TLR1s. And don't go too much, because it's much easier to take away material than it is to add material, because then you have to block it off, add whatever epoxy you're using, sand it, and then get it back to the way it should be, and then try it again. So food for thought. The more you know. Hopefully this helps you out. No building in this one because I got some other stuff going. Also, there was 2 videos earlier today, so that's awesome. But hopefully this will help you out in dialing in your molds for you to make money off of. So the more you know. And another thing we need done, even though this video already ended, is we need Spets gear to make a better freaking hood. Come on. Your tolerances are too tight. I've had springs fall off. Get with the program. Fix it. Revamp it. Do something, because I am tired of fixing almost every single one of them before it goes on a holster. This is still stuck back. Look. Right? Spets gear. Come on. Unacceptable, because this is 25 bucks, and if I'm spending $25 on a part, I expect it to work and not have to fix it. So please get your act together.